As a cyclist in King County, it's important to remember that safety begins with being predictable and visible.
As a bus operator, we're also trained to be predictable and aware of our surroundings, especially cyclists.
Cyclists, be predictable. That means hold a straight line and avoid putting yourself in a position where you'll need to swerve or make sudden movements. Don't jump from sidewalk to street and back again, or swerve in and out between parked cars. When riding in traffic, establish your position at least 2 feet from the curb or a third of the way out in the traffic lane to avoid debris and sewer grates. Always ride at least 3 feet away from parked cars to avoid getting hit by opening car doors. Signal turns and lane changes. Leave enough space in front of and around you to allow for a change of course if necessary.
Bus operators, we also need to be predictable and don't make sudden moves. Always signal turns, stops, and lane changes. Make turns slowly. Leave a buffer and room to correct for errors. When passing a cyclist riding next to you in a bike lane, be aware that the cyclist may not be expecting you to pass by. Leave at least 3 feet between you and the cyclist. Use your mirrors dutifully, briefly, and frequently. Don't do anything without checking your mirrors first. Always make sure you set your mirrors appropriately.
Cyclists, be visible. Wear bright, reflective clothing and use lights, day and night. It makes a huge difference from a driver's perspective. A red taillight can usually be seen 3 or more blocks away, while some lighting conditions can hide cyclists. The law requires a minimum of a bright white front light and a red reflector in the rear. Red solid or flashing lights in the rear are also recommended. Be aware. Scan for traffic ahead and behind you, especially before changing course. Use your ears as well as your eyes, and remember that electric vehicles are quiet. Look ahead to the next bus stop and watch for buses signaling. If a bus has already stopped, understand that it may be about to pull out and be prepared.
Bus operators, always keep your eyes moving and avoid the fixed stare. Be aware that cyclists travel out of bike lanes as needed and leave plenty of room for cyclists to navigate safely.
It's important for us to be considerate and aware of each other. As a cyclist like me,
Or a bus operator like me.
we share the same road.
And together we can do it safely.